Okay, Conrad's gonna share some short game games. Conrad, the floor is yours.
So one of the ways, obviously, when you're playing, when you're practicing this game, I mean, it can be a little monotonous. You know what I mean? Like you're doing the same things over and over again, day in and day out. You got to find some way to make it fun. You got to find some way to actually enjoy it out here. You know what I mean? So playing different games. One of the games that I like to play, and you can do this by yourself. You actually don't even need somebody else. It's called one and dones. So what it is, you'd go around the green, you pick a hole, whatever hole you want, and you'd set up a circle around the hole. At the beginning, when you first start this out, you want to kind of try and make it realistic for yourself. You know what I mean? Don't try and make it, 4 feet, best top tour players in the world, because it's just going to make you frustrated and you're going to end up just getting down on yourself. Make it realistic where it's challenging, but at the same time, it's still fun and you can accomplish it. So what I do for one and done, you pick 9 stations, pick 9 stations to a hole, and you get 1 shot from each location to get inside that circle. You get inside the circle, you get to go to the next station. If you miss, then you can't move on to the next station until you hit 5 in a row in that circle from that spot. So you obviously want to pick the shots accordingly. You don't want to try and pick a flop shot off of a hard pan lie that's not realistic. So try and pick shots that actually work with the actual expectations you're trying to accomplish. So that's one way I think that for me that it somewhat emulates tournament pressure, because you get to the spot where you've been working on it for 30 minutes and you've been grinding, you get to that last ball, 4 out of 5, you get to that last one, you really are starting to feel that pressure. You do not want to sit here for another 5 shots in a row. So it gives you that ability to actually put some pressure on yourself and force you to kind of try and hit the shot when you are under the pump a little bit. That's one way to do it. Another way is if you have a buddy, you can play a game called 21, where you each grab 2 balls each, and you pick a spot. You both hit 2 shots to a hole. Close to the hole gets 2 points. The second closest gets a point. First one to 21. So that's one way to kind of do it with a buddy, and it gives you some type of competition. But it's and also you can pick different clubs, you can pick different shots. It's kind of up to you how creative or difficult or easy you want to make it. I think those are two of the games, 2 ways to kind of make this more enjoyable, especially when you're out here like 6 days a week like I am. It's tough to do drills and do the same things over and over again every day. You got to try and spice things up, because it's what this game's all about. It's about having some fun.
Okay, Conrad, let's do this, all right? We're gonna end the video. I want you, what do you got, 60 degree?
60 degree.
Okay, we got a pin right here.
Okay.
I want you to pretend this is tournament time.
Okay.
I want to go through your whole pre-shot routine. If you walk up there and view it, read it.
Okay.
And just walk us through it and hit it like we're in a tournament. We're one chance, 1 shot.
Do you want me to talk you through what I'm doing?
Please.
Okay. So obviously the first thing I do when I have a shot is I gauge the lie. The lie kind of determines what shots you can or can't hit, or that are the most practical to hit. Obviously what we have here is, ball's kind of sitting nicely. Great, there's no grain really here. There's not too much to really think about. So I kind of have every option of shot I can hit. So the lie's good. Stance doesn't really affect me too much. I've chosen the 60 degree. So then what I do is I kind of stand back and I look at the shot and see what's the most practical shot for me. So obviously the low one's still in play. If I really want to, I can flop it, but that's not necessarily the most practical shot. And then I always look at the lowest one, the highest one, and then I look at the medium trajectory, and I kind of go from there and gauge which one feels the best. To me, the first thing I see, which is normally what I try and go with the most times, 9 times out of 10, is just go with the first shot you see. To me, I see some kind of mid trajectory landing somewhere about, just over this crest right here. Somewhere in this, I see some kind of landing somewhere in this region right here, kind of just trickling out to the hole, right? The green's kind of sloping a little bit left to right. It looks pretty flat around the green, so I'm not too worried about anything there. Then I'll go back, found my spot. I go back here. I like to do my practice swings on, to the side of the ball, especially for short game shots. So I'll kind of sit in there, get a feel for the grass. Okay, it doesn't really catch the club. It's kind of working there pretty smoothly. And get a feel for how hard I actually want to hit it. And I'll stand back here and I visualize I visualize the shot I'm trying to hit. I see the trajectory. I see where I want it to land. I see it kind of taking that ridge, breaking a little right, and then just creeping in the hole just on the left side of the hole right there. I see the shot, step into it. Look at my target. Landed a little short, kind of came out a little bit softer and didn't roll as much as I saw, but that's the idea of that way, you know, you take what you just did, you reflect on what happened, you know what I mean? To me, what I always do, I have a rating system. So I would rate that shot 1 to 10. If the shot's a 7 or higher, you leave it alone. You don't try and overanalyze a shot that's acceptable. If it's lower than 7 out of 10, then you sit there and say, okay, what happened? Was contact? How was contact? How was the plan? How was my execution? And then you can learn from what you did to do better next time. It's really that simple.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a very well integrated system of improvement.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you don't have a system in place, it's very difficult to, one, improve, and two, it's very easy to get down on yourself. You know, it's very easy to, you know, criticize yourself and say, oh, you know, I should have got that closer, you know, I should have got this up and down. It's like, okay, yes, I agree with you, but if you don't have a way to analyze what happened and to improve it for the next time, then you're just going to make the same mistake again.
Yeah,
it's going to be the revolving circle of always making the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah, it seems more process oriented than outcome oriented, because once again, I mean, the idea of should and shouldn't and good and bads, what is that? All life knows is reality.
Mm-hmm.
How you interpret it and how you judge it is almost irrelevant, but also that perspective shift on thinking it's a bad shot, good shot, could be the difference between you making that 10-footer and having a bad attitude, not fully focusing on it and missing it, lipping out.
Absolutely. I think it's all based on, you know, like you said, it's being able to have the proper expectations for the shot. You know, that's why I think it's very beneficial to have realistic expectations. Because if, you know, like for example, rating that shot 7 out of 10, that way you accept it's an acceptable outcome. You go out there with a positive outlook into your putt because you know, like, hey, you know, that was a difficult shot, whatever, that I accept it. You have a heck of a lot better chance making that putt with that mindset than you would if, like, oh man, I should have made that, or I should have done this, or I should have done that. Then you're going into a negative mindset, and it could bleed into the rest of your game. Not having a system in place can affect not just that shot, but the rest of the day, the rest of your career. You got to have systems in place to gauge your success.
And I feel like the biggest thing people can take away, at least the biggest thing I feel like I would take away, is that if you're a 10 handicap or 15 handicap, your goal should be to like get 10 balls within 10 feet.
Absolutely.
And that would be a 7 out of 10 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad's would be to get, you know, 10 balls within 4.5 feet.
Exactly.
So make your goals relevant to you. Don't come out here with these PGA Tour expectations, PGA Tour, you know, benchmark. You hit a bad 7-iron 35 feet away from the pin and you're beating yourself up about it because you're 16 handicap. Mm-hmm. Slowly know where you're at and slowly work your way down step by step.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay. Thank you again, Conrad. Appreciate it.